It's time to match the stars. Today on Matchgame, Mae West, Jackie Gleason, Phyllis Diller, President G.W. Bush, Betty White, and Charles Nelson Riley on the star-studded Matchgame. And here's your host, Austin Powers.
Hello, everyone. If you're feeling groovy today, let me hear you say, yeah, baby. Oh, behave. Do you dig the outfit? You know, the blue stripes, the chicks dig it, baby, yeah. Well, let's say hello to all of our stars. Give them a round of applause, everyone. We'll chat with them a little more, but we're going to play Match Game where you can match the stars. Now, we have randomly selected numbers from our studio audience. If you look under your chair, there's a number there. No, there's not. I just wanted to see if you would do it. Absolutely. But we do have numbers for certain people. Drew them earlier. And we're going to start off with our first contestant. We're looking for number 58. Anyone have 58?
58.
Number... Oh, we have someone. There she is. Give her a round of applause, everyone. I'm going to help you up here. There aren't any steps up there. We didn't think about that in production. Hi, come right over here. Have a seat right over here. You're our first contestant. And number 187.
Yeah, baby.
All right, we have another contestant up here. It's good to see you. Have a seat right over here. Let's meet our contestants first, shall we? Right over here, could you tell everyone your name and where you're from?
I am Penelope Pipplestein, and I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Give Penelope a round of applause, everyone. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
You're an engineer. What kind?
Domestic.
That's nice. And do you have any hobbies?
I love to play the piccolo and pickle.
All righty then. Now let's meet our next contestant. I'm going to step right behind you. And what is your name, good sir?
My name's Rusty Driver.
Rusty Driver. And what do you do for a living?
Well, I got out of the porn industry several years ago. I bought an Apple. You might remember some of my films. Rusty Nails It, and Rusty Drives It Home. And now I bought an Apple, and I pretty much focus on my hobby full-time.
What's your hobby?
Needlepoint. Yeah, I'm the national needlepoint champion 2 years in a row.
Very good. Let's have a round of applause for Penelope and Rusty. Now, here's the way the game works. I will ask each of you a question. You will then give us an answer. You will give us an answer, and then we will ask our panel if they match, you get a point. All right? The one with the most points wins. All right? There we go. The first question, we're going to start with you, Rusty. All right? Here's your question. We all know that Elvis Presley used the three letters TCB, which stood for taking care of business, as his logo and his motto. So, it's rumored that the Elvis impersonator was so committed to his character that he had to... Let's try that again. Yes, I almost forgot that. He was so committed to his character.
How committed was he?
He was so committed to his character, he had the letters TCB tattooed on his blank.
Hey, backstage. Get me a card.
All right. Stars, do you have your answers? You do?
Oh, I've always got it.
All right, we're going to come over here to Rusty. Now, Rusty, the question was, the Elvis impersonator was so committed to his character.
How committed was he?
That wasn't a very good setup. He had the letters TCB tattooed on his...
On his chest. Yeah, his chest. His chest.
That was a very safe answer. All right, chest. What do you say, folks? Do you think it might be a good answer? All right. Now we're going to come over here with our imaginary cards that I forgot to bring up. And we're going to start with Mae West. Hello, Mae. How are you feeling?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you feel me and find out?
Oh, behave, yeah.
I've never behaved once in my life.
Well, let's get started with the question. The Elvis impersonator was so committed to his character that he had the letters TCB tattooed on his...
Well, I gotta tell you something, Rusty. I remember you. I think we worked together. We did a film a few years ago. And you know, we think a lot alike. And of course, he had it tattooed on the most important part of his body. The chest.
We've got a... There's a match. Give him a round of
Fortunately, honey,
applause.
we match.
And now over to G.W. Bush.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, sir. Now, what would your answer be? The Elvis impersonator was so committed to his character, he had TCB tattooed on his...
Heel.
On his heel. All right, that...
Understand the question?
I've got nothing funny to say about that. All right, thank you for that wonderful answer,
Yes.
President Bush. Move that
Sure,
on
you
down.
did.
Charles Nelson Riley, it's
Yeah.
good to see you, sir.
Yeah, and Gene, I just want to say that polka dots are not you.
Polka dots is my favorite color.
Yeah. Well, you know, Rusty, I'm a big fan. I have been for years. And I got to say, I expected a much different answer out of you. So I went with hip. I know it's wrong.
We'll give him a round of applause anyway, though he didn't match. Now down here to Betty White. Betty White, the Elvis impersonator, was so committed to his character he had TCB tattooed on his...
Pecker.
On his... Pardon me.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you mean by that precisely?
I think you know what I mean, but maybe it's the lip.
When he would give someone a peck of a kiss like that. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm afraid that doesn't match. Phyllis Diller, he was so committed to his character, he had TCB tattooed on his...
Well, something I never had one of, a chest.
A chest. We've got a match. You've got two matches. There we go.
I was thinking, you could connect the dots if you get bored, you know.
That would be a fun time. We'll start later, absolutely. Jackie Gleason, the great one, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause.
How sweet it is.
Now, Jackie. You probably heard that. Yes, Jackie, the Elvis impersonator was so committed to his character, he had TCB tattooed on his...
Well, I'd like to say something a little bit more appropriate than Miss White over there. I think I'll say it was tattooed on his teddy bear.
Tattooed on his teddy bear. That would be a... I'm sorry. But you did get two matches. Give him a round of applause.
There we go.
Now, back over here to Penelope. Your question is, here we go. Dumb Dora was so dumb...
How dumb was she?
She saw a Lucy Ricardo impersonator and she thought it was supposed to be blank. Think about that for a moment.
Let me tell you, folks, this is not going to be picked up by broadcast TV.
All right, we're going to come back over here. Penelope, are you ready? All right, Dumb Dora was so dumb, she saw the Lucy Ricardo impersonator and she thought it was supposed to be...
Carrot Top.
Carrot Top. The red hair. What do you think of that answer? All right, well, we're going to go over to the stars right now and see how we match, all right? Here we go. You ready for the question again? Dumb Dora was so dumb, you don't have to do it again. She saw the Lucy Ricardo impersonator, and she thought it was supposed to be blank. Mae West, what say you?
Well, I gotta tell you, she saw a redhead, she saw a very big mouth, and she heard a lot of funny lines coming out. So, of course, she thought it was Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin. I'm sorry,
I love
Penelope.
that lady.
That's not a match.
If it is a lady.
Let's go down to G.W. Bush. G.W. Bush, she saw the Lucy Ricardo impersonator, and she thought it was supposed to be...
Well, you know, I think Dora is a fish. and because she was trying to be found. And I think that it was a Lucille Ball impersonator, so she thought it was Carrot Top.
Look at that, we've got a match.
Because they're both good fruity vegetables.
What are you trying to say about fruity vegetables?
They're delicious.
Okay.
All right, next, Charles Nelson Riley.
Yes.
All right, Dumb Dora was so dumb, she saw the Lucy Ricardo impersonator and thought it was supposed to be...
Little Orphan Annie.
They're booing you.
Go ahead. It makes me stronger.
All right,
Wouldn't be
down
the first time.
down here to Betty White. Dumb Dora was so dumb, she saw the Lucy Ricardo impersonator and thought it was supposed to be...
Okay, well, you know, I'm real involved with animal rights, so I thought it may be an Irish setter.
An Irish setter.
Yeah.
How very sweet of you. I'm sorry, it's wrong. Phyllis Diller, she thought it was supposed to be...
Arf, arf. Well, she saw the red hair and the big red lips, so Ronald McDonald's.
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
that's...
The red hair. Yep.
Now we go down to the great one, Jackie Gleason. She saw the Lucy Ricardo impersonator and thought it was supposed to be...
My first question is, who the hell is Carrot Top? Now, my answer is Audrey Meadows.
Audrey Meadows. So it looks
what I
like
would've
we
said.
have 2 correct answers for Rusty and 1 correct answer for Penelope. Rusty's our winner. Give him a round of applause, everyone. That's it for Match Game for today. Let's give it a hand to our stars here. Thank you for joining us. And now on with the show. Thank you. Peace out.